Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be working with the Anna Griffin 3D Ribbon Edge card layer dies. In this set, it comes with 3 separate dies. The first one is this Maltese cross, and it is intended to go on a 5x7 or a 6x6 square card, and is the smallest one in the set. This one is an oval frame with a ribbon on top, has some amazing etched detail, and is intended for a 4x6 card, and is the one that we will be focusing on for our project today. It's going to be beautiful. And this one is the largest one. It's for a 5x7 card, and I am pretty sure that I'm going to be making an Easter basket or something out of this card in the near future, because that's what I see with it. We will be using the Anna Griffin Perfect Palette metallic cardstock for this project, and I'm going to be using this really pretty light blue color, and I'm going to use 3 sheets. And I'm going to lay the die on the top. All of the layers that we need can be fit on that 1 sheet of paper. I will also be using the center die from the Fanciful Frames die set. And I show it here on the blue metallic cardstock, but I'm actually cutting it out of white cardstock. And these are the layers that you should have once you're finished die cutting everything. Basically 3 of everything, because we're making a trifold card. And here are some other materials that you will need to make the embellishments for your card. A strip of paper, an embossing folder, some ribbon, some pearls. You're gonna need some ink pad, a white gel pen, also some flowers, and your sentiments. So for this part, I thought that I was pushing the record button when I was making this and putting it together, but I didn't, so I'm going to just try to explain it. Take that strip of paper and cut it to size. The one that we have is a little big, so I actually cut it in half, and then I cut it, I think like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch long, and then I did that, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4 strips to place on the back of our trifold card. Now what I want to say is that if you want to cover up the workings of those strips, then go ahead and cut out 3 more of the shadow layers to place on the back, and that will cover up, and then you'll have your mechanism. Okay, right here what I'm about to do is go over all of the embossing in the die with a white gel pen. I did this on all 3 of the die cuts. Now that is a ton of work, so you can choose to skip this step, but it did make a really nice impact. It's very subtle, but very nice at the end of the card. And here's what it looks like when it's all finished. And you can really see the white popping through the metallic blue cardstock. I really enjoyed doing this, and I am in love with the effect that it gave. So hopefully you try it out, because I think I will be doing this technique a lot more on my cards. I just love the way it turned out. If you have ever gotten a Crafter's Companion sub box, you know that you have a ton of pearls and ribbon in them. And so, well, left over if you didn't use them all, which is what I have. And so I got the sub box probably for 12 months, and so I've really never made them for some reason. But I had all these pearls and ribbon, and I said, well, what can I do with them? And so I decided that I was going to add some of them to this card, just at the top and at the bottom for a little bit more interest. So if you have some of these, I say get them out and use them in your card making. I know I should do that for sure, because when I got into the Anna Griffin products, I kind of like let a lot of my other craft supplies just go by the wayside, and I started doing the Totally Tiffany cataloging system and thought I need to bring some of these out. So once again, I have an embossing folder, not from Anna Griffin. It is from Crafter's Companion. It is one of their 3D embossing folders. But you feel free to use whatever embossing folder you have. You may not have this one, and that's okay. And just to add a little more interest to the card, I am embossing the center of one of the die cuts that I did. And we'll do all three, of course, like everything we do on all of them. And it creates a little bit of detailing in there. I really like the honeycomb pattern that it had, and I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is take that ink pad it's a Ranger Distress ink pad. It's a light pink color, and I'm just gonna lightly go over the top of it. I don't really own any ink daubers or anything because I never really got into stamping and inking. I actually did get a, not a Misty, but the Tim Holtz stamp device. I don't even know what it's called. I have never had success with it. And so I was like, I apparently can't stamp. I can't stamp with the device. I can't stamp without it. So I kind of got frustrated and gave up. I think I might, try it again and see if I can maybe make it work. But right now I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I don't have a whole lot of stamps anyways. So yeah, we're just gonna layer on the top of that pretty background that we just created. And then once again, ribbon from the Crafter's Companion sub box. I think what I was doing just then was showing you how long this piece of ribbon is counting off of the squares from off of my cutting mat. That's funny. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just gonna thread this through the die cut, and you'll just you'll see me do that. And to make it easier to go through the little tiny holes in the die, I took the lighter and just heated each of the ends. It also will keep them from fraying, and especially if you're going in and out. So it just gives it a little bit more stability on the ends. Now that I'm done threading the ribbon, I'm going to take any excess and cut it off. Take my lighter and seal the edge. I almost caught it on fire. And then I'm going to take some tape and secure it to the back. You can use glue. You can use a little bit of glue and tape if you really want to make sure it's never going to move. And that's up to you. But tape for me was a good option. And then we have our finished little embellishment that we're going to put on the card. So here comes the fun part. It's where we get to put it all together and have our finished project. We're going to just lay all of our pieces down, and I will be back when it's all done. are all finished making and putting and embellishing our trifold card, and it really came out really nicely. I love it. I am going to say, if you want the back of this to not show the workings, then go ahead and put another layer of cardstock over the back, and it will hide all of that and it will be perfect. So it'll give it a little bit more stability. And if you want it to be able to stand up, cut off a little bit of the bottom of it so that it's flat. All right, well, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and have an awesome crafty day.